For the streets, back at y'all with my most significant and meaningful interview yet. I traveled all the way to Virginia to make this one happen. Tell the folks who I got on for the streets today, Big Aunt.
Man, you got the one, the only Banky Pound, man. Y'all know what it is. Banky Pound, Bankology 101. Salute all the soldiers, all the people that's 10 toes down. Salute, man. TBP family, stand up. I appreciate you, brother, coming all the way down here and taking your time out to stop and see me. I appreciate it, man. Salute.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now let's get into it. What city and state was you originally born in?
DC, my brother, DC. From DC, but I had family in Virginia all my life. So I was a DC dude coming up and down here in Virginia in the summertime. So I was basically down here for the majority of my life, man. You know?
Right. Back and forth.
Yeah, summertime kid in Virginia, man.
Man, I hear that.
Get away from them streets. You know?
Yes, sir, I hear that. Now, speaking of them streets, how old was you the first time you can never remember getting in trouble with the law?
First time I got in trouble, man, I might have been like 14, man. I might have been like 14. I think that was the first time I got in trouble. You see, I got a scar on my face, man. It came from an old war wound, man, where, you know, a little basketball thing went on, and I ended up rumbling with a dude, and little did I know he had a little pocket knife, man. He hit me, you know, so kind of messed me up a little bit, real bad, man, and had to get some stitches and get my jaw wired up, and you know, messed me up real bad, right? But you know, I was solid even then. You know, I kept it to myself. I don't know who did it, whatever. So I ended up catching him like a year later. I seen him on the same court, man, and I had a baseball bat, man. I gave him the business, man, and he told on me. So,
oh, man.
Yeah, so I got in trouble, you know, off the rip. So, yeah, that was the first time I was ever in real trouble, man. And
that's crazy.
Yeah.
You kept it all the way 100, did what you were supposed to do, and he played it crazy.
He ain't feel the same way, bro. He ain't feel the same way.
Yeah, he played it crazy. That's nuts. Now I hear you speak on family all the time. Tell us how much more important family seem to become when a person is doing time.
Oh man, it's critical, man. It's critical. If I didn't have my family, you probably wouldn't be talking to me right now if I had my family, man. Because like I say, that was instrumental in me maintaining my sanity, maintaining my, you know what I'm saying, humanity. Because like I say, when you been in that belly of the beast as long as I have, and went through the things I went through, seen the things I seen, it would have been very easy for me to lose my mind or to lose my way. But when you got that family, you know, structure behind you, they praying for you, they waiting on you, they committed, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
They sending money, they come to visit you, they answering the phone. So you owe them, you know what I'm saying? You owe them to give them your best to try to get back out there with them. So I think, you know, I seen a lot of cats in there when I was in there, man. They did not have that, man, and that was their downfall, man. You know, you got cats in there that just went all left into other things that they probably would have never got into because they lost faith, they lost hope. You see what I'm saying? Because they ain't had that family structure. And it's sad because a lot of times you get locked up, man, you know, not just your family, your homeboys, so-called homeboys, your friends, everybody, man, they betray you, man, they leave you. They abandon you, you know what I'm saying? So I always tell people, man, everybody loves a winner, but when you lose, you're going to be on your own, man. So you need to realize that. But
that's real.
Family is everything, bro. It ain't nothing going to replace it, and it ain't nothing going to stop that love right there, man. Even when you angry, even when you upset, even when you got things going on, that's a bloodline, man. It's always going to be there, man. So it was crucial for me.
Definitely. Now, you very motivational. To the point where if you wasn't famous for prison stories and what you preach, you couldn't really tell you've been to prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, so how after 33 years can a man come home and preach positivity? Because in Michigan, it's not like that. Motherfuckers got war stories and talk about a lot of negativity that come with prison. So just let us in on how you stay positive every single day, because all you really preach is positivity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it ain't no question. And I believe without a doubt that that's the way the dudes should be. If they come home they already know what's in there, man. Prison ain't nothing but a hate factory, bro.
Definitely.
Every day, all day, you dealing with some type of animosity, some type of controversy, some type of larceny, right? So if you can go through that, which is the key word, through, if you can go through that and come out on the other side, number one, you're supposed to be happy. Number two, you're supposed to be humble. Number three, you're supposed to be grateful. And number four, you're supposed to want to educate, man.
Definitely.
You supposed to try to let brothers know what's going on in my stories, in my prison stories. I give you some of the details so you can get the understanding of exactly what it was going on in there, how dangerous it could be, how dangerous it could get. But at the same time, I also give you that positive energy to let you know, look, if somebody can go through all of this and still come out on the other side, what you going through out here, that's something that you can get past, man.
Yeah, that's light.
That's something, yeah, you can get through it. Because you looking at dudes like me and other dudes, man, I was in prison, bro. I had life sentences. You know, I'm talking about plural. Life sentences. So I didn't know if I was going to ever get out. So I had to live every day with the mentality like, I just got to make it to the next day so I can see if I can make it to the next day. So I can see if I can make it to the next day. Till one of these days they going to say, okay, well, look, man, we're going to go ahead and let you up out here. And that's what I had to do. So when I can let people know that I had to do that, and I had to do it not only for days and weeks and months, but for decades. And I did it, man. You know what I'm saying? And if I can do that, when you're going through something out here, it's minor. It's temporary. It's not permanent. It's not going to be decades long. You see what I'm saying? So if I can endure, you can endure. So these dudes is coming out here, man, and giving you the just the guts and the gory parts of prison, and they ain't, you know, preaching no type of positivity or preaching no type of abstinence, because that's all it takes. You know, all the things that go on in prison, the main thing you got to remember is you already ahead of the game because you ain't got to go. You ain't got to go. It's your choices that's going to make you go or not. You don't have to go. So I'm telling you all these things, what's going on in there. You getting the experience of prison without actually having to go in there. You can take what I went through. I had to go through what I had to go through in prison to get the knowledge that I got. I'm giving it to y'all for free.
For free.
You ain't got to go in there and see this and see what's going on. Because I told you, when you go in there, it ain't no guarantee you coming out.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I want these youngers to know, man. Don't get out here and get to playing with these pistols and get to playing with these drugs and get to playing with this old gangster life and think that, oh, I'm like this, I'm like that. Bro, when you get in there, you're not going to be like that.
Facts.
They people don't care. If you go, I know dudes that came in there that killed 3, 4, 5 people, shoot them up neighborhoods, sling the Uzi. Oh, man, you nothing in there. You going to have to do all that in there.
Facts.
But without the guns.
With the knife.
Yeah,
and
without that.
It ain't easy.
And he might take that from you.
Right.
And take your life. So if you ain't built for that, and ain't nobody built for that,
Facts.
you going to have to be in that moment, and you going to have to be tested, and you going to have to be war ready when it happens, but nobody is built for that. And if that ain't what you built for, if that ain't what you ready for, if that ain't how you want to live your life, you should be happy to be out here to be free. To do what you want every day, to get up every morning and go and be in peace. If you got a problem out here, you handle your problem diplomatically, intellectually, verbally. Bro, it ain't never got to come to the point where you're going to put yourself in a position where you're going to be in prison or for decades. That just don't even make sense to me now with the knowledge and the intellect that I have. That don't even make sense to me. What can somebody do to me to make me want to punish myself for decades?
Right.
Oh, he did this, so I'm going to go ahead and kill him. I'm going to go ahead and do this. But in turn, I'm going to go ahead and lock myself up too for 30 years of hell every day, 365 days of the year for... Man, are you insane? That don't even make sense.
For real.
Whatever he did, you should let the people deal with him the way they going to deal with him, or let karma deal with him the way it's going to deal with him. And you should keep your life and better your circumstances for your kids and for your family, and let him go through that hell. Because rest assured, if he campaigning for trouble, he going to get elected. You ain't just got to be the one to give it to him. Whatever he do to you, he going to do to a next man that ain't going to have the smarts that you got to let it go. You see what I'm saying? They going to deal with him. But then you ain't got to have the burden about messing your whole life up. You see what I'm saying? So it's I'm not telling nobody. I would never advocate, just punking out and let people do anything they want to do to you, because I ain't gonna never do that. But at the same time, it's a time and place for everything, and it's a way to handle everything. And when you know better, you do better. You know what I'm saying? You know better, you do better. I lived by the sword when I was in the penitentiary, but I know better. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? So that's what you got to do, man. You got to think your way through situations, man. It ain't no such thing. I didn't get out of the penitentiary until I started thinking. I probably could have been out of the penitentiary years earlier if I would have been using this instead of using this. You see what I'm saying? So that ain't gonna get it, bro. That just ain't gonna get it.
Y'all better soak that knowledge up, run it back. Y'all better rewind it, do what y'all gotta do.
Please believe
that was crazy.
It's like prison,
nothing but
man.
light.
It's the easiest place in the world to get in, man. You can go to prison easy. They take everybody, all races, all colors, all creeds, no application needed. You can go to prison anytime, but getting out is a miracle, man.
Definitely.
It's a miracle.
Like I heard you say, you said you just seen folks go in there with 2 years and not make it home.
Not make it out,
but
bro.
Folks come in with life and make it home.
I seen dudes go in there with 6 life sentences and come home.
God damn.
I see 6 life sentences. That's my good word, bro.
That's
I know
crazy.
2 dudes home right now that I was with, and I know these dudes, and did 2 dudes home right now that had 6+ life sentences, and I know dudes that went in prison that had less than 2 years, and right now they're in the graveyard.
That's crazy.
I know dudes that went in there that had 1 year, 2 years, got 1 eye. Dudes got a colostomy bag. You know what I'm saying? Dudes got holes all in their body. You know, dudes got things that it's gonna be, it's irreparable.
Definitely.
You know, the damage is done, and some people actually lost their life. So, like I say, there's no guarantee. There's nobody on earth that can guarantee you, oh, you go to prison, you got such, oh, I'll be home. That's the worst statement in the world. Oh, he'll be home in 2 years. Oh, he'll be home in 8. He'll be home in 4. Nah, bro, that ain't guaranteed.
Right.
It goes down every day in there. Every day in there, and you could just be a victim. You could just be in the way. It could just happen to you. So, man, it ain't nowhere you want to be, bro. If you out here in this free world and you think you got it bad, or you think you got to throw some rocks, man, or take some shots and try to pull some licks, bro, you better get a job.
For sure.
You better get a job, cause you better get a job, bro. I promise you better get a job, man. And all that, I ain't getting paid enough, or this ain't gonna make it, bro. You gonna get paid some pennies in prison. Yeah, you gonna get 45 cents, and that's gonna be the top money you gonna ever get.
And that's a month.
Yeah, that's a month. The top pay you might ever get it if you get a 45-cent job, which requires you to have a license to do these jobs, a barber or something like that. Yeah, 45 cents. You might get $60 a month sometimes, $65 a month. A month. Not a week, not a day, a month. So you talking about what they paying you out here at McDonald's or something like that, man, you better drop your pride, man, and stay free.
Real talk.
Yeah, drop your pride and stay free, man. Do what you gotta do till times get better, bro.
Make it happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Now the younger folks really listen and hear to what you know what I'm saying, what you gotta say. Like, you got a couple celebrities that follow you, like Young Mo Life, Nino Brown 305, Sada Baby, you know what I'm saying? They are following you on Instagram because your videos touched them, you know what I'm saying? Like, how did that make you feel that the younger generation fuck with what you gotta say, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, that's a blessing in itself, man. Salute, shout out to Sada Baby, man. He was one of the first, stars that reached out to me. And he kept it 100. And I respect that, to the utmost, because this is a brother that's already established, already got his own thing going on, and he reached out to me.
Right.
And he kept it 100, and he told me when he get down this way, man, he gonna come school me out, man, and show me a good time or whatever. And maybe even let my son shoot one of his videos. Shout out Hollywood Trail, that's my son. He a videographer.
Shout out Hollywood Trail.
Yeah, man, look him up on IG, Instagram, Hollywood Trail. And that was some real stuff, man. I really respected that, man. And same thing, Nino Brown. Shout out Nino Brown. You know, Brian been trying to actually get me out there to do a collabo with me, man. But you know, as y'all know, this parole thing kind of funny, right along with the pandemic. But you know, I think we get ready to make that happen too soon. So that's an exclusive for you.
Man.
We get ready to make that happen, man, with Nino. So Nino, big dog. And as far as Mo Life, man, that's the little homie, man. I know Mo real good, man. I done hung out with Mo. Mo, my dude. Mo was locked up for a minute. And shout out his partner, Young Root. You know, so yeah,
them boys out.
Yeah, them my dudes right there, man. Mo doing his thing, man. Mo really putting that music down, man. Y'all go check him out, man. Young Mo, he on IG, he on YouTube, man. He got
blue check, verified.
Yeah, he verified.
He got that
man.
blue check next to his name.
He get it in. Matter of fact, he got a new song that just came out. Probably either yesterday or the day before yesterday. So y'all check it, man. That's a good little soldier doing his thing on his grind, man. And I respect all them dudes like that, man. And also shout out to Josiah Graham, man. Y'all go check him out. Josiah Graham Esquire also reached out to me. One of my better little friends right now, man. A good little brother, man. I consider him like a little brother. He was also on the episode of The Bachelorette, the Rachel season. He is a lawyer out there in Miami, win multi-million-dollar lawsuits. Good brother. Also reached out to me, man. We correspond on a regular basis, so salute to him too.
Definitely.
So, yeah, when them dudes like that reach out to me, man, and my stories and stuff resonate with them, man, it just let me know that I'm doing what I supposed to be doing.
For sure.
You know, I'm doing what I supposed to be doing, man. I'm trying to educate and elevate. You know, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to educate dudes and elevate them, man, and let them know, man, like I say, you in a great position, even when you think you not. Because you free. You free, bro.
And you can make something happen.
Every day they doing the same thing. Today alone, my dude, today alone, I done took 6 penitentiary calls. All dudes seeking is some type of avenue, some type of assistance in what to do to try to help get out. And I know what that feel like because I was just that dude.
Right.
I was just that dude. So I'm trying to make people realize, man, that you got it really good out here just because you out here, because it's dudes right now that would do anything to trade places with you. All the things you think going on in your life that ain't right and ain't 100 and you got you sad and miserable, it ain't nothing compared. These dudes love them problems.
For sure.
They love them problems, man, because they in there laying on the thin mattress, man, with a thin pillow, man, on some steel, and they ain't got nothing. And we out here whining and crying.
About little light shit.
You better get up and make it happen, bro, and be happy. For
sure. And I want to congratulate you on the success you accomplished throughout this baby amount of time you've actually been home. It would have been a year since you've been home.
Yeah, I'm like 4 or 5 months away from 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't used to keeping up with time.
Hey, I hear that.
I ain't used to that. You know?
Now, when you first got on YouTube and you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I want to congratulate you for being on the road to 50,000. We have 45,000 as of today.
Oh, yeah. Salute TBP, man. They hold me down.
Definitely. I'm part of TBP.
That's
myself,
what's up.
You know what I'm saying? Now, subscribers who for the most part care about you and your message will go through your head just knowing 2 years ago you barely knew what YouTube was, and now a whole bunch of folks get your message through YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
That's amazing, man. I was just reflecting on that the other day, man. I was like, you know, for decades, man, I've been saying the same thing, but won't nobody listening to it. You know what I'm saying? Police, COs, dudes that was around me, man, we ain't trying to hear all that preaching. Won't nobody trying to listen to me. You know, so it's a great thing to come out here and to be this well received. You see what I'm saying? And it wasn't that, especially like dudes in there, they ain't want to listen to you because they got their own problems, man. They ain't trying to, and they looking at it like, man, you can't tell me nothing. You right beside me. You know what I'm saying? And that's understandable. You know what I'm saying? So I used to be the same way, dudes talking stuff, man. But like I say, as I started to educate myself and as I started to learn more and as I started to see things in a different way, I just had to get it out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I could realize the state that I was in and the places that I was, the place that I was at well, man, it's a dead end, bro.
For sure.
It's a dead end, you know what I'm saying? So once I started realizing that, like I